Serious, what unethical life hacks did you use? I found out that when I paid my bills online that both the online system and the people billing me didn't care about the cent parts of my bills. So I started paying only the rounded down amount. I probably saved like $8 by now. I still use my college email and ID for discounts. How may I ask how old you are? Of college age is the answer. The beauty of it is you can be any age and go to college. There are 80-year-olds in college right now. I did this until I was 25 or 26. No one cared. I used my picture ride for years. I find your typical person running the till doesn't give a shit. I'm also guessing that most businesses wouldn't want to make a big deal about it. Discovered that if my school's meter maid sees a ticket envelope on the windshield, they won't run the plate again to check the parking. Paid $35 for the envelope and never again. Should have just taken an envelope from someone else's car to save the $35. 2 years later and they're wondering why they can't graduate BC they have a $600 parking ticket they didn't even know they got. In college, parking was a goddamn nightmare everywhere you went. When I drove to my North Campus classes, there was no way I was paying anything to park my car for a 1.5 hours lecture. So early in the year I find out that getting a ticket only cost $6 It made more sense to eat any ticket I got than to pay for the parking every lecture. I probably saved hundreds of dollars in 4 years. I did this. At the end of the semester I had about $300 in tickets. I would go to the office and offer $150 to settle it all. They'd always take it. Why did you even pay them? They would not release my transcripts. Figured out that the driving range golf ball machine used the same sized coins as Chuck E. Cheese. $5 at Chuck E. Cheese turned into 20 buckets of balls. I figured that out years ago that Peter Piper Pizza uses the same size tokens as Chuck E. Cheese, too. Thing is, Peter Piper has way better games, but they all cost from 2-4 tokens, and they never have coupons. Chuck E. Cheese always has great coupons, like 100 tokens $4.20. We would go use the coupons to buy tons of Chuck E. tokens, then go to Peter Piper to use them. We still spent a ton of money at Peter Piper on pizza and soda and sometimes beer, so I figured it wasn't that bad. I've had the discount codes for like 80-99% off work a few times, and used the emergency gate code for my friend's apartment once. Care to share the discount codes? It doesn't really work anymore, but sometimes if a site has something like fall 20 or for a 20% discount you could try fall 50 or fall 80 to see if it worked. Has worked a couple of times for me, but not in a long time. I guess companies wised up. Sprayed myself with a lot of cologne one time, massive amounts, when I had to go to a store when I knew it was busy just to keep people away from me. No, I promise it wasn't today Black Friday, this was a while ago, but it absolutely worked. No one wants to be within 10 feet of you. My friend's brother has Down syndrome and we use him as an excuse to cut in lines, like at theme parks and stuff. He's super aware of it and is totally in on it. He'll even start crying on demand to get in faster. Then we all do a celebratory high five. He sounds like a legend. As long as he's okay with it and can even laugh about it with the rest of you, there's nothing bad about this. Yeah, we would never do anything he wasn't okay with. And it isn't a matter of him not knowing better. He is super aware and it's often his idea. I used to get off work really late and have to rush to a fast food joint if I wanted to not cook. A few times I found that the workers were just happy to give me whatever they were about to throw out. 10-course fried chicken, burger, whatever meals just free. It was then I realized that when I identified the friendly workers and insisted on giving them a couple bucks for their generosity, they'd wait an extra 5 minutes for me if I told them I was coming by. Perfectly good food for 90% off, and nobody loses. Better that than have it go to waste. Also, I'm sure the workers could use the extra cash. Win for everyone in my book. I would not call this unethical. I would rather see the food go to someone and not be wasted. Use my old business card to get a discount on paint. My company had an agreement with the paint company. I'm retired. When I applied at my company 5 years ago, I listed a then co-worker, N, as a reference and gave the main phone number to my then employer. HR called to check the reference, and I answered. When they said this is M lawyer calling for N about babokes, I said I was N and gave myself a glowing reference. This is hilarious and I love it. Seriously a pro move. Getting a job is no joke. If I drink too much, I either walk or get a ride home. I then get home and call my insurance and tell them that my car broke down and I needed it towed back home to fix it. Wake up in the morning and my car is in the driveway. I get 2 tows a month for free. This is the best one so far. Much more ethical than driving drunk, to be honest. It's not that bad, but I'm sure it probably annoys some people. The area I live in has traffic lights with left turn signals that trigger when there's enough cars in the left turn lane. I discovered that if you position your car a few cars back in the left turn lane, it will sometimes, depends on time of day, how busy the intersection is, trigger the left turn signal. I only use this trick if there are no cars behind me and I usually get it 70% the time. I'm sure oncoming traffic is probably wondering why the left turn signal gets triggered for one car head up. Piracy. I call whichever company I'm looking to buy from, museum, clothing store, amusement park etc. What ages their student discount applies to. Sometimes it's 18 and under. So when I get there and request their student discount and they ask how old I am, I say 17 or 18. I am 24 years old, but 9.9 out of 10 times people will guess I am 15. If it's not a matter of age, then I just take out my college ID. Torrenting. Saved my large popcorn bag from the movie theater and brought it back every time to get a free refill. I've done this a few times, but usually I'll just wait until I see someone walking out and will ask for their bag. 9 out of 10 they know what I'm up to and don't care. Find it funny. Beats digging in the trash. Televangelist sent me $1, expecting me to mail it back. I kept the $1. The televangelist is doing the unethical life hack. Putting a gold on your own post right when you post it, so it doesn't die on you and attracts people to the post. Same with self-liking in YouTube. I had several of own comments reach 10k likes just because I started the liking spree with just one self-like. In Reddit this happens automatically though, so this is not much help here. This made me sad. That's a really sad thing to do. I've never done it. In addition, have got one before. I was prodding fun at OP because he had a gold in the first 3 minutes of posing this. For whatever reason, it's not hard for me to find malfunctions in a system and find a way to get around it. One notable example of a life hack I exploited the frick out of was a vending machine in my high school. They charged $1.75 per soda, and I went there to buy one every day. Halfway through freshman year, I discovered that putting $1 in the system and quickly pulling it out registered in the system, as if you paid whatever you were going to put in there. I spent some time familiarizing myself with it. If I was too early, this didn't work, and if I was too late, it would take my $1. By the end of freshman year, I was getting roughly half of my sodas for free, and by the halfway point in sophomore year, I was spending an average of $1 per month on the vending machine. I was sad to see it go in senior year. The school was promoting healthier diets and got rid of all of the unhealthy vending machines across the entire school, including this Coca-Cola vending machine that gave me a free soda and a free quarter almost every day. The new healthy vending machines had the same flaw, but the food wasn't even good, so I stopped using them entirely. I appreciate that you wouldn't accept, let alone eat, a healthy snack from a machine that paid you 25 cents to use it. Healthy eating initiatives underestimate just how much teenagers hate healthy food. I don't hate healthy food. It's just that the healthy food the school provides is absolutely disgusting. Gala apples are visual indistinguishable from Honeycrisp apples under 2 plastic bags and from a few feet away. Honeycrisp apples are usually 2-3 times more expensive than Gala. So just ring Honeycrisp up as Gala apples and save $$. Or just ring it up as bananas. The old 4011 trick. Bumper to bumper stop traffic on the freeway. Took the empty exit ramp and subsequent on-ramp to gain about a half mile. Google Maps has straight up told me to do this before. LOL. Extra freeway capacity. During the fall of my senior year of college, I was applying to a prestigious graduate program and was right on the bubble of getting in based on GPA, test scores, etc. I was also taking a foreign language that I knew I would not do well in. I went ahead and submitted my college transcripts for admission before my final grade for the class posted. I ended up making it in by the skin of my teeth, including being waitlisted at one point. They could have always rescinded my acceptance, but that's a lot harder than not accepting someone who is right on the margins. When going on a long trip, booking hotels with a credit card that was about to be voided, so if I didn't make the reservation and didn't cancel in time, I still wouldn't be charged.